When we come into first contact with a buyer lead, they want to know about a home. And it's very important and delicate, the process that we use to try to take control of that conversation slowly so that we don't run the buyer off or upset the buyer, but we still are able to act like that doctor taking the vital signs to find out what their needs are. And here's how we slowly take control of that conversation. We've put a dialogue up on the screen that's also in your written materials in front of you. It's a back and forth, an example back and forth between an agent and a prospective online buyer lead of how we slowly take control of that online lead. And it starts with a buyer, and I'm going to read this to you aloud too, just so we know it. The buyer asks, "Could you tell me the price of the home located at 123 Main Street?" The agent responds back, "Yes, 123 Main Street. That's a great house. Are you looking to buy sometime soon?" The buyer responds back, "Yes, we're thinking of moving to this side of town and that house looks really nice. How much is it?" Asking again. The agent responds back, "It's a beautiful home for sure. Tell me, are you renting right now or do you own a home?" Again, following down through the buyer lead sheet, asking questions. The buyer responds with, "We're renting until we can find a home to buy near our parents' house." The agent says, "Yes, being close to family is important for sure. How soon are you looking to move?" So you can see throughout this process, as it carries on and on and on, that the agent has slowly taken control of that conversation by responding to the buyer, confirming and validating that we heard them by actually parroting the word back. Look back to the first line of that. "Could you tell me the price of the home located at 123 Main Street?" The agent responds back with, "Yes, 123 Main Street. That's a great house." That's a validation that I heard you, you're interested in that house. I get that and I understand. But then I proceed and start to try to take control by asking my question from the buyer lead sheet, "Are you looking to buy sometime soon?" And that's a question that appeals to buyer urgency. How motivated are these people? When do they want to move? How quickly do we have to move to help them now? Because they probably don't even have a pre-qual letter, and they probably don't even have their house up for sale yet. So if they want to move fast, we need to jump on this. Now, we're not saying all that, but that's what we're thinking, and that's the place we're coming from when we're asking this question. So we validate, and then we move down that buyer lead sheet. Okay? So that validation is very important, okay? And that's how we clarify with them. We clarify that we heard them, and so we repeat that statement back to them so that they understand that we actually did hear them. Otherwise, we're just steamrolling them with our questions. So we need to actually let them know we understood, and then we ask our questions from the buyer lead sheet, right? Each response should contain two different parts, right? And you saw that broken down. We repeat the statement or need to validate, and that's just clarifying their statement by pairing it back at them. And then we add on to the end a question from the buyer lead sheet. We just keep doing this until we find out about their needs, looking for opportunities to set appointments. And over time, you will see they will stop asking, and you will start to take control of the situation.